everyone. So as you can probably hear, we are pretty ill at the minute, unfortunately. We don't actually know where it came from, and to be quite honest, we haven't really been anywhere that we could even think of that we could have picked it up, because we haven't been going anywhere that is confined spaces, we haven't been going to busy places whatsoever, we haven't taken Henry to meet Santa. In fact, we've been pretty much confined to our house. And making sure that the house is incredibly clean, especially for this time of year. So we've been dusting everywhere, hoovering constantly, disinfecting everything, using Dettol spray on everything, steam mopping everywhere, just to make sure that there's no bugs around at all. However, we have still caught something. So it did come from Henry. How it started was he was getting a little bit more sick, he wasn't really settling in his bed. We sort of took it that he was teething, so we went with the Calpol. It did sort of settle things for a little bit, but the coughing started to get worse, and then he got really cuddly, which he totally isn't. I'm taking full advantage of the cuddles for now, but it does mean that he's not feeling very well, so it is such a shame, but we are managing to avoid hospital at the minute. So this exact thing happened last year, but he did go rapidly downhill last year, but he was still very, very tiny. So we do have that advantage, that he is a lot bigger, he has a lot more reserves, so he's got a lot more fat on him, which is great, and he is off of oxygen for now. We have a saturations monitor for overnight to monitor his, his oxygenation whilst he's sleeping. And so far he is sitting between 92 and 95, which is actually really, really good, especially for having a cold. So we're delighted with that. And so far holding off putting him back on oxygen, which is one of my biggest fears. I am so worried that he's going to end up back on oxygen or back in hospital, because the thing is, that is where he picks up most of the bugs or illnesses at all. At this time of year, so many children are in sick kids with bronchiolitis, and it will make things a lot worse if we have to go in there. So we are trying to keep him hydrated, to help him through this stage. It's supposed to get to the worst stage at day 4. So I mean, we're hoping we're past day 4. That would be amazing. And the thing is, he seems to be a lot better than we are. We seem to have it seems to have hit us pretty hard, and he seems okay. So we're hoping actually that things are going really well, but we're worried that we may have something different. So I'm not joking, we actually have face masks that we are wearing when we're feeding him and when we're being really close to him. So I'm hoping that that's going to help prevent something. I mean, it may seem drastic. We're washing our hands all of the time. We have antibacterial gel that we're using all the time. Oh my goodness, we're spraying everything with Dettol. We're just trying to make sure that nothing spreads. And genuinely, the neonatal cleaning standards have been adopted into our house. I'm not joking, it's crazy. But anything to try and keep him healthy and to keep him out of hospital would be great. So if anybody else out there has any suggestions on how to make it pass a bit quicker, how to cure a cold, how to keep everything clean and sanitized, if you have any suggestions, that would be great. So yeah, I will be back here hopefully updating you on better news and more to do with how Henry's doing on his notube programme, because we're not able to progress to the next stage at the minute, because it is really just about trying to keep him hydrated and keep the calories coming in really on any way that we can. So if you could give us a like and maybe subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.